What is up guys, Cody here, and before the video starts I want to give a huge shout out to Epic Burger Man 769, Big Mr. Critic Man, Joshua Robbins, Giancarlo Goes, Lynx the Clone, FRA Zakel, Nick Wells, ICW15, Sarkman, Peter Stasny, Super 61, Rhino Mill, Bryce Fox, Colton Bockley, Bagel, Luke H, Alan Stafford, Nate Vitz, General Jackson, Dustin Boyd, Seattle Sway, Justin Whitelock, Micah L, Thomas Pulzone, Reliable Rob, Ryan Miller, and John Graber. Alright guys, enjoy the video. Alright guys, welcome back to some more ACW for Napoleon Total War. So today we're going to be playing on Cemetery Ridge. Now I'm going to be playing up against Clink123. He is actually the creator of this mod, and it is called Oobs. Order of Battle, not boobs, Oobs. Really funny name, but really cool mod. And basically it is focused around being extremely historically accurate to the Battle of Gettysburg. So Cemetery Ridge, as you all know, the famous Pickett's charge, and getting very close to getting some direct hits there. But as you can tell, artillery opening up, actually taking out a Union piece here, and they're almost breaking. So taking a look at the battlefield, we're going to be in command of the Confederates, like I said, and it is a bunch of Virginia boys. We got 3rd Virginia, 7th Virginia, just Virginia. A lot of Virginia. So we have George E. Pickett in the back. He's going to be chilling, commanding his men. Let's take a look at him, see exactly where he's at. I think this is him. There he is. I'm pretty sure. I think so. I love the flag bearers with the cavalry. Looks fantastic. So it looks like skirmishers are going to be opening up, shooting my troops. Now they do have the added range. I believe these are sharpshooters. They are sharpshooters. So they will have a faster fire rate. Now using this stone wall as cover, it's going to be very hard for me to attack. But I am slowly pushing my guys up. Now the thing with this mod is you can't run too far, otherwise you lose a lot of stamina, and it's going to take forever to regain. Morale is a huge factor in this game. You don't rout due to low numbers, you rout just because of fear. One good volley can really send a unit routing, and they can only lose maybe 20-30 guys, and just like that, your flank's gone. So it looks like most of the Union troops have positioned themselves on the front stone wall. We also have a reserve line here of a couple units. We got the 69th Pennsylvania in the back. Taking a look at the front, we have the 15th Massachusetts, 7th Michigan, and the 42nd New York. And here we go. 59th New York starting to engage. The boys getting a little antsy, pushing out beyond the stone wall. But here we go. Virginia boys kick some ass. They got their bayonets fixed, and here we go. First volley. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to be shifting over to the right side of the map. I do have a couple units in reserve just in case my my front line does start to rout. But as you can tell, pushing now on both sides of the battlefields. And I also want to make sure I don't get too close to this Union artillery. It's going to be a huge threat for me. Some pretty good shots being exchanged. Not too many casualties, as you can tell. That whole volley killed a whopping 0 guys. See all the bullets and the arcs they make. I think they actually did. Yeah, look at that. First casualty on the left flank. That sucks, dude. I feel bad for you, man. Being the first one dead, I'm sure that's a bad feeling. Well, I mean, you can't really feel anything anymore, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, on to the right flank, like I said, I am trying to push my guys up. Oh, direct hit. That was a great shot there from Clink, dropping my guys about 30 men. But, oh my gosh, it's not over, dude. 7th Virginia, man. Hey, come on, Clink, come on. Man, 3 consecutive volleys back to back to back, just blasting 7th Virginia. I guess the Yankees really don't like 7th Virginia. I don't know what they did. No clue what they did. But as you can tell, my front lines are starting to take some heavier losses. Look at the blood splatter, man. It looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. And they're down to 265. However, we did manage to break these sharpshooters. They're going to be running from the battlefields. And replacing them, we have another line infantry unit. So this is going to be the 82nd New York. More artillery coming in. Yeah, so I do have 4 artillery units in the far back here. We have some 3-inch guns, 2-pound Napoleons, 10-pound Parrott guns, and then some more 2-pound Napoleons. So here we go, pushing in even closer now. I know I'm not getting too many kills with the shots I'm taking. As you can tell, they've pretty much lost, actually, like, no guys. Maybe 10 guys on the right line. So I need to close this gap, but walking at a snail's pace, it is a shooting frenzy for the Union troops. And I am trying my absolute best to get these guys up there. And do the iconic Pickett's charge. So on the left flank, as you can tell, my guys are routing. They lost about 50 men, and they are gone from the battlefield. Now, fortunately enough, they will come back, but with them being tired and running, it's just going to make things very challenging to keep them in place. So I do have my officer here, got Pickett here, trying to corral the men, keep the morale strong. But fortunately enough, I believe the terrain for this canister, for these artilleries... Uh-oh, that's not good. So yeah, like I was saying, the artillery pieces, they don't have a great line of sight, so it's actually saving me from getting canistered right now, which is really, really nice. But this void, I need to fill it soon. So cool, man. So cool. Looks like 11th Virginia is starting to take a bit of a beating. As for the casualties on the stone wall, still minimal losses. 20th Massachusetts only losing 1 guy. The stone wall is some great cover for the boys. So I know my options are kind of running low. I know I have the manpower advantage. So what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to push around the right flank. Like I said, I do have 2 reserve units, and I'm going to try my best to wrap around and hopefully use this stone wall against him on the flank. However, I do need to be cautious of this artillery here. These guys can shoot canister right on my flank. Actually, they might be able to shoot me now. But walking into battle, the guys are looking badass. Except for the guys routing. They don't look too cool. But we'll just ignore them for now. Oh my gosh, man. Third Virginia. There they go. So my right flank is collapsing. Fortunately enough, I do have my reserve units, and look at that. 7th Virginia, man. They have been taking a beating this whole game, but they should be able to come back. And I am very, very ready to eager to push onto the Stonewall. I've had it up to here, man. I mean, the amount of losses I've taken. I mean, this is ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. They've taken barely any losses, so I'm ready to get in there. Artillery trying to help my cause, trying to weaken their defenses a bit, but even that, not really doing too much damage whatsoever, so really closing the gap now. As you can tell, my flanking force coming around wide on the right. But man, looking back at this, it's just brutal. It's a firing line. It's exactly what it is right now. Absolutely brutal. 11th Virginia is routing from the battlefields. On the left flank, I am also wanting to get a little bit more aggressive here. And I've started to focus about 2 to 3 units on this far right flank, or excuse me, Klink's far right flank. These guys are the most exposed, so I'm going to be trying to target them. But as for the right flank here, things are starting to heat up. I did manage to break that one artillery unit, however, they are still on their artillery pieces, which is interesting to see. But as you can tell, flanking, man, it really hurts the morale of the boys. And since I am so close now, these guys are going to start feeling the wrath of the Confederates. So much so, we're actually going to be charging in now. And I'm going to be trying to roll up the flank. Pickett's charge, here we go. 1st Virginia. First one's in the frenzy. I'm going to be faced up against the 42nd New York. They're going to be clashing, fighting for this stone wall. I am going to be charging elsewhere on the map too. As you can tell, we have the 82nd up against the 28th. and I am trying my best to get as many units into melee combat as possible. Canister starting to open up on my flank here, and it is a very close battle. As you can tell, both sides are near breaking, and there goes the 42nd. Right now, I am rolling down the flank. As you can tell, 82nd now routing from the battlefield with 265 men still alive. That is a ton of guys, but I do need to be careful I don't overextend because he does have a lot of reserves. Look at this, man. 1st Virginia. Oh, man. Valiant effort. As you can tell, earning 2 chevrons. Same for 7th Michigan. But 7th Michigan is not going to last too much longer. Their flank is pretty much exposed at this point. 3 units coming in. Look at that. The 7th Virginia coming in again. They are not done fighting. Still taking some pretty heavy casualties. What is this guy doing? Okay, that was 1st Virginia. Oh my gosh, man. Love this mod. Now I'm going to get a nice return shot at. Look at that. It's beautiful. Send these boys running for the hills. So I have claimed this stone wall now. I'm actually going to be doing another flanking charge here. I believe. Actually, no, they routed from the battlefield. We're going to be shooting these guys in the back. Flag bearer. Look at his posture. Look at that, dude. It's like he's got a rod up his ass or something. Man, look at his composure. The unit's retreating. He's under fire. Look at his composure. Look at that. He's not even phased. He's just like, alright, man, I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. I love my country. Look at that posture. I've never seen a flag bearer look like that before. He's just trotting along. Oh, why am I so amused? Anyways, that unit is routing from the battlefield. Secondary lines are now being formed. We have some on the split-railed fence here, and look at this. We got Hancock now. He's going to be with his boys. They are ready to duke it out. So on the right flank, it looks like Klink's actually shooting his own artillery, which is kind of unfortunate to see. These guys are in a pretty good position for canister in just a couple minutes once I start pushing up. But will they be able to last all this friendly fire? So far taking about 6 casualties due to friendly fire. And that number's just going to continue to rise. Now as for this right flank for Klink, things are looking pretty good for his end. Like I said though, he is pretty outnumbered. And look at that, that unit is going to be routing from the battlefield now. 24 men. But the engagement is now continuing as I push over this hillside and on to Union positions. And with this massive flanking force, I am feeling very confident in my men. It looks like some of the artillery has been able to come back from the battlefield. However, their pieces are pretty much under Confederate occupation. So they're not really going to be able to use them at all. Maybe a little bonsai charge with the sabers. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a little meat shield tactic. I'm not sure what Klink's got in mind. But as you can tell, battle lines starting to form up. Taking some losses as I do push in, but just take note of how many guys I have. 407 up against 114, and then this one with 181 up against 236. So I do heavily outnumber him. And we're about to get a return volley in here. 20th Massachusetts definitely bringing the fire. Now as for the left flank, I do not want him canistering my guys. And it looks like he is actually... Wow, good shot there. Canister obliterating my men. And it looks like Klink's going to be focusing his fire on this right line. And I'm going to be pushing these guys up. As you can tell, morale is getting very bad for the 28th Virginia. Getting canistered and exposed on the flank is not good. So here we go, pushing in. And can these guys form up and fire in time? Oh my gosh, my guys are frozen. Oh, will they be able to shoot this guy? Aiming high. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I aimed. Oh my! Execute order 66. Oh, look at that, man. Screw the bayonet, man. We got loads in. Give him that. Give him that lead. Beautiful. So artillery running from the battlefields. The flank is now starting to be rolled up for Clink here. And just an absolute melee frenzy. Got about 500, maybe 600 men here. Not to mention another line charging in. Heavy losses though. 14th Virginia trying to make it to the front line, breaking before they can get there. 24th Virginia going to be filling that gap, still taking a lot of losses. And finally getting into combat with 1st Minnesota. Same thing over here, 56th Virginia. Heavy losses in the process of being, charging. And there they go, making it to the stone wall. Love how the flag bears are engaging each other. So, oh, wait, did he kill my flag bear? Wait, no, I killed his flag bear. Hey, there we go. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Elsewhere on the map, I'm going to be shifting up more troops. As for this flank, though, Union troops are really not having many options. As you can tell, this Confederate force is just growing by the minute after every unit that breaks for the Union. It just seems to be getting bigger and bigger. However, some success in the center here. Looks like the 19th Maine actually beating back the 56th Virginia. And they're going to be gone from the battle. They might come back, but still taking some heavy losses as they do retreat. Now, as for the 9th Virginia, I have these guys holding on the left flank. I don't want to be too aggressive in charge all at once. I want to know I have a firm grasp on this right flank. It looks like I do. I just need 2 units up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 3 against 8. Pretty good odds. So soon I'm actually going to be charging my front line here and getting them into the mix. As you can tell, there goes the 19th Massachusetts, and looks like all over the place. Union troops are just not having a good time. As for this left line, the 15th Massachusetts taking heavy losses up against about 600 men from the Confederates. Cornfield definitely providing some concealment. But here we go, charging in now. We have the artillery crew. Beautiful. Look at them with their sabers. Or not sabers, I guess they're swords. Well, it looks like a saber. Get them, boys. Kill them. So there goes that unit. Looks like the Union lines are going to be reforming. Can they get a volley off before I charge in? It looks like they will. Nice point-blank volley there. And we got more troops charging in. 28th Virginia trying to get into the mix. I don't know what they're doing. They're stopping short. There they go. Come on, boys. Get in there. These guys can't make up their mind. Dude, you're running the wrong way, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Inbreds. I tell you what. I'm joking. I'm from the South, so I could say that. But, man, dude. These guys are lacking the brain cells. Get in there, man. I think I gave up with this unit and just lined them up to shoot. I'm like, alright, you guys don't want to charge. I can clearly see that. We're just going to have you shoot point blank. But one thing to keep note of, I believe, is either the 82nd New York or the 106th. One of these units, man, they fight pretty much the entire Confederate force. 106 charging in now to the 28th Virginia, bringing in my cavalry to aid me. We also have another unit here, 20th Massachusetts. And these guys are going to be forming up to volley them. But as you can tell, things are looking very promising for me. Not too many units remain. As you can tell, I mean, look, look at the amount of Confederates up against these poor Yankees, man. They're fighting. They're definitely fighting. They're not giving up. but they are heavily outnumbered. I got even my general charging into the backs, actually running over my own guys. Wow, that's not too nice. I don't know why he had to do that.
This building has fallen to the
So
enemy.
it looks like we have one Union stronghold, or Yankee stronghold here. We have these guys in at the barn here, breaking through the windows, or breaking the windows. But I'm going to have none of that. I'm going to try and shoot this building down with my artillery, as you can tell, at 52% damage. And did that shot actually send them into it? It did! Wow! That's impressive. So, a couple shots there rocking the foundation and actually sending those guys into a rout. We have 2 units left. The 19th Virginia up against the 19th, or with the 19th Maine. I want to see here, is the 7th Virginia alive? They are. Look at that. 3 chevrons, man. Look at that. Iconic. Absolutely iconic. So, we're going to fast forward here. These guys hold on for probably a good 5 minutes. It's a very long time. So, we will let these guys duke it out. But I will see you guys at the end. Alright, I almost forgot. So at the very end of the battle, 82nd has now just routed from the battlefield, and we're going to do an execution. We got a little bit of a Mexican standoff here. Both guys are ready. Sadly, these guys are outnumbered heavily and have swords. Never bring a knife to a gunfight. Get 'em, boys. Your aim is so bad. It's alright. A lot of them are shooting blanks. It's okay. It's okay. Budget cuts. We try to look cool, alright? Look how fast they're running, though. Holy crap, this guy... This guy doesn't know what to do. Uh-oh. Stabbed in the heart. And that will be the game. GG. Oh my, it's not even over. Okay. I will see you guys at the end. Alright, so taking a look at the kills here, we have 2,300 losses for me and 1,900 for kills. As for Clink, taking 1,900 losses and getting almost 2,200. So, a lot of deaths there. As you can tell, I did take a lot more losses in the process. Taking a look at the units, 7th Virginia, man. Oh, they put on a show today, earning themselves 4 chevrons and getting up to 254 kills. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys go check out Clink's channel. It is in the description. He's an awesome dude. He's almost at 300 subs, so it'd be awesome if we can get him there. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.
Let me hope so.